Hi, my name is David and I'm here to talk about what I did for Milestone 5. So for Milestone 5, it asked us to create a video in which we demonstrate our final project and present our poster board. So as I finished my entire program of Uno and I revised all of my classes along with my driver program and commented my code, I ran into a couple of problems and I was able to solve them and basically create a code that is able to run the game of Uno efficiently. So if I click run on my driver program, it prompts me with welcome to Uno and it asks me to enter in my name. So if I enter in my name, which is David, it then will prompt me to see how many CPUs I would like to play against. So I choose 3. And as the game goes along, each player is dealt 7 cards and then the game is ran until one person is the winner in the end. And in the end, computer 3 happened to win the game. And that is a demonstration of my driver program and what I did. And here are each of my classes that I worked on, which is hands, discard pile, deck, and cards. And I commented each one of these classes and made sure that they work efficiently. So for my poster board and what I decided to do in order to basically talk about the overview of Uno, I first started with what Uno was and how we were assigned a project over the course of a semester that included creating a program that represents a logical game of Uno, and basically how I had to create a storyboard, a flowchart, an ADT, and a UML diagram while advancing my program, and how there was 5 milestone assignments throughout the whole semester that was basically built upon to create a finished product of the Uno game now. So in my first milestone assignment, it was basically the beginning of the project, and it consisted of me creating a storyboard and also creating a flowchart that basically modeled the game of Uno. The flowchart was to basically show how the game of Uno is supposed to be played and how it's supposed to roll until the end when someone is finished and someone wins the game. And both of these are pictures of what I had in my milestone 1 assignment, which is my storyboard and starting up the game and my first flowchart. So for milestone 2, it prompted me to basically create a Word document that included an abstract data type, which is an ADT, that distinguished the attributes and behaviors and actions that reflected the attributes. So I ended up creating 4 different classes for the ADT, which were deck, hands, discard pile, and cards. And I ended up writing attributes for each one of them and the behaviors and actions that modeled that. And you can see with my examples, I had attributes and I had behaviors and actions. So for milestone 3, it's basically when things started to take off and we started to begin to write the code. As we were writing the code for each of one of the classes, we also had to do a UML diagram that modeled the attributes along with the behaviors and actions of the code. I used Lucid Charts to write my UML diagram, and I also started writing the code for my driver program and each one of the classes. And this is basically me just like starting up the code and trying to get it to work and just like revising it later on. So for milestone 4, it's where you revise your code and make sure that it runs and it works well as best as you could, and you revise your flowchart so your flowchart mimics your driver program. So I basically created a basic game of Uno excluding all of the symbols, so +2, reverse, skip, and +4. And I basically correlated my flowchart to model my program, and I ended up revising all of that, and my program was set to run well along with my flowchart modeling it. And for milestone 5, to finish everything up, I commented on the rest of my code, my driver program, and each of my classes, writing what happens in certain parts of the program. And then I also modeled my storyboard and revised it so that it matches my new program. And I basically added as much detail as I can to show the game of Uno in full effect. And here are each of the pictures that basically modeled everything. So if I put this into full screen to show it, this is basically all of it. And I worked very hard for this project, and I tried super hard and had a tutor help me through everything, and I'm thankful for him, and I'm thankful for this class for teaching me everything I know about Java. Thank you.